Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Chicago PD is taking its last break of the 2024 to 2025 TV season. As we suspected a few weeks back, it's finally been confirmed. There is another Chicago PD break in the schedule. The good news is that this is the last break of the season. Chicago PD Season 12, Episode 20 will not air until Wednesday, May 7. While this is disappointing, it will mean that when the series returns, we get a string of new episodes. This also means we can definitely tell when the Chicago PD Season 12 finale will air. It's not just Chicago PD affected on Wednesday, April 30. The entire One Chicago lineup will be affected, with both Chicago Med and Chicago Fire also on a break. All three shows will air reruns throughout the night, as is usually the case with these breaks. The break is purely for scheduling purposes at this point. There are 3 episodes left, but there are 4 weeks to the preferred finale date. We'll get the Chicago PD Season 12 finale on Wednesday, May 21 based on this break, which is around the same time as NBC has wrapped up the show in the past. The good news is that Chicago PD Season 12, Episode 20 will air a week later, on Wednesday, May 7. It will air at the usual time of 10/9 on NBC. This is going to be a dark and sinister case. After witnessing an accident on an icy bridge, Ruzek learns that there is much more to the story. Intelligence is pulled into a case that involves a sex trafficking ring. At the time of writing this, NBC has still not renewed Chicago PD for a 13th season. We're pretty sure that this show is going to be renewed, but it would be good to have the confirmation by now. It's not usual for NBC to wait so long for this trio of shows. The sirens faded into a slow, almost sentimental hum as Chicago PD closed the chapter on its latest string of heart-pounding episodes. Across living rooms, phones buzzed and fans sighed. One last break before the explosive final episodes of the 2024 to 2025 season. For over a decade, Chicago PD has been more than just another cop show. It has been a living, breathing portrait of a city's grit and heart, its loyalty and its betrayal. And now, as the intelligence unit catches a brief moment to exhale, the viewers do too, feeling the eerie stillness before the storm. Inside the fictional District 21, the desks are temporarily empty. Sergeant Hank Voight's chair sits pushed back from his desk, the overhead lights dimmed. There's a fresh case file left unopened, a coffee cup growing cold. The room feels suspended in time, as if Voight himself could walk in at any moment, grumble something about loose ends, and send his team back into the streets. Jay Halstead's absence still lingers like a ghost, his memory etched into every chase, every tense negotiation. Haley Upton, grappling with a battlefield of emotions, has thrown herself into the work, trying to bury her heart in overtime hours. As the season teetered on the edge of collapse, Upton's walls began to crack, and now, with the break looming, it's like standing on the edge of a cliff, waiting to see whether she'll fall or find her footing. Then there's Adam Ruzek, whose resilience has been tested more than ever. His recovery arc has been quietly powerful, a slow climb back into the fold after betrayal, bullets, and battles both internal and external. This season has seen Ruzek balancing on a knife's edge, walking a tightrope between redemption and revenge. The final episodes promise a collision course with destiny, and right now, the pause feels like the eye of a hurricane. Kim Burgess, meanwhile, has evolved into the heartbeat of the intelligence unit. Her maternal instincts, sharpened by Michaela's love and the countless traumas she's weathered, have transformed her. This season she's fought harder, thought sharper, and protected more fiercely than ever. The break gives us time to wonder, what battles still lie ahead for her? Will Burgess have to choose between justice and family once again? Kevin Atwater, the quiet storm, has carried the weight of the city's injustice on his back. Every case, every decision, every sacrifice has etched itself into him. This season tested his commitment to doing things the right way, even when the right way gets you hurt. As the show steps away for a beat, fans are left wondering, can Atwater stay true to his ideals in a system that feels increasingly impossible to change? And then there's the new blood, Torres. A spark of youth and raw determination, navigating the treacherous landscape of intelligence, forging trust with hardened veterans. He's been thrown into the deep end, and somehow he's still swimming, but barely. The last few episodes hinted that Torres might be slipping into dangerous waters, pulled between loyalty to his team and loyalty to something even bigger, his own soul. Behind the scenes, whispers ripple through the fandom. Is this the last season? Is Voight's story almost over? Will Chicago PD be the same if even one more member leaves? Showrunner Gwen Sagan has promised that the final stretch of episodes will be some of the most emotional and shocking the series has ever delivered. Teasers hint at a betrayal close to home, a case that could rip the team apart, and a sacrifice that not everyone will survive. But for now, the set is quiet, the camera's resting, the story's frozen mid-breath. Across Chicago, the real Chicago, fans find themselves gazing a little longer at the skyline. They hear the wail of real sirens with a new kind of reverence. They wonder about the real heroes behind the badges. That's the true power of Chicago PD, blending fiction and reality until the lines blur. During this break, viewers take to social media, spinning theories, posting screenshots, and rewatching the most emotional moments. Voight cradling Alinsky in his final moments, Burgess fighting for Michaela, Atwater facing down a corrupt system with nothing but courage in his hands. Some fans speculate that the final episodes could bring long-awaited returns, a Halstead cameo, a Lindsay name drop, maybe even the ghost of Alvin Olinsky, metaphorically speaking, if Voight's guilt finally bubbles over. After all, Chicago PD has never been afraid to reach into its own archives, to let history bleed into the present. The break also offers something else. Time to appreciate the sheer artistry that has kept the show alive all these years. The gritty cinematography that captures every damp alley and neon-lit diner. The razor-sharp dialogue that feels improvised and raw. The performances, raw, flawed, human, that make us love these characters even when they break the rules or break each other's hearts. In a TV landscape full of quick thrills and disposable dramas, Chicago PD has managed to endure because it understands one simple truth. You don't just tell a story, you live it. And that's what the final episodes of the 2024 to 2025 season promise. Not just an ending, but a reckoning. Storylines that have been simmering for seasons will boil over. Friendships will be tested. Lines will be crossed. Justice will demand a price. For now, though, there is silence. A loaded, pregnant silence. Like the moment before a batter swings. Like the pause before a gunshot. The city waits. The fans wait. The intelligence unit waits. And when Chicago PD returns, the badge will be heavier, the stakes higher, and the cost, perhaps, too much to bear.